Hamas says it has handed over the body of another Israeli captive to the Red Cross. The group says it found the body north of Khan Younis in the Gaza Strip. The handover is part of a ceasefire deal with Israel. Hamas has so far returned 25 of 28 deceased Israeli captives. Al Jazeera's Nour is in Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. So Nour, with Hamas handing over this body to the Red Cross, what happens now on the Israeli side?
Well, what happens, Cyril, is that the body is transferred by the ICRC to the Israeli military, which is still occupying a bit more than half of the Gaza Strip. Once it's in the custody of the Israeli army, it is then transferred to Israel, where identity will be confirmed by the Forensic Institute. So there's still a little bit of processing or process awaiting before we can confirm that the body is in the custody of the Israeli army or that it is on its way to having its identity confirmed. Once that body is confirmed to belong to one of the captives, only 3 bodies would be remaining in Gaza, bringing almost to a close this chapter and putting more pressure, if you will, on Israel to adhere to its part of the deal in this first phase.
With each body that is returned, Nour, and assuming that this body's identity is indeed confirmed, we get closer to the completion of the first phase of the ceasefire. What's potentially the next phase?
Yeah, and there was some fears, really, Cyril, at the beginning of this ceasefire that the process may not be so smooth, and it may be very difficult for Hamas to be able to locate those bodies, given the destruction, given how extensive it is, and given the fact that Israel hasn't withdrawn from Gaza. So the search process is extremely complicated. Now, theoretically, even now, Israel should be allowing up to 600 aid trucks a day. That is not happening. It should have opened 5 crossings for the entry of aid. That hasn't happened either. Now, once all the bodies are returned, Israel is supposed to withdraw from more territory from Gaza, and there's supposed to be an international stabilization force. All of that hasn't happened yet, and the U.S. has been struggling to get together a coalition of the willing through a UN Security Council resolution or otherwise to bring them on the ground to stabilize the situation in Gaza, to take over from Hamas and to contribute to the disarming of the movement. So there are a lot of ifs on the road ahead, Cyril.
Nour Odeh reporting from Ramallah in the occupied West Bank. Thank you very much.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.